So we've got a good chain of vehicles for today's tour.
Yeah.
We got the Tundra loaded up with how many people in the back?
We got 3 back here.
3 in the back.
For today's adventure, we're heading to the SASCO Ruins. The SASCO Ruins are an important historical site located within the Ironwood Forest National Monument in Southern Arizona. SASCO was a company town built by the Southern Arizona Smelting Company, hence the name SASCO. The town served the nearby mining operations, primarily copper mining. The ruins include several structures such as old buildings, mine shafts, and remnants of the mining infrastructure. These ruins are remnants of the once thriving SASCO mining town, which was active in the early 20th century. As always with historical sites, it's important to be respectful and mindful of the surroundings when visiting the SASCO ruins and other similar locations. Visitors to the Ironwood Forest National Monument can explore these ruins, providing a glimpse into the mining history of the region. The area offers hiking opportunities, allowing visitors to experience both the natural beauty of the Sonoran Desert landscape and the remnants of human industry that once thrived there. It's a great place for history enthusiasts and outdoor adventurers alike. At the SASCO ruins in the National Monument, many of the concrete remnants were once part of the infrastructure of the mining town. Some of the common structures made of concrete that you might find in the ruins include foundations, which are often the most prominent remnants, indicating where buildings once stood. They could be the foundations of houses, stores, or other types of buildings. There's also some mine shafts and support, and concrete was used in the construction of some of these. There are also retaining walls, water tanks and cisterns, as well as utility structures. These remnants provide clues about the layout and functioning of the town and its mining operations during its active years. Exploring the area, visitors can piece together the story of SASCO and its role in the mining history of Arizona. I'm sorry I couldn't be what you wanted. Aww. The town of SASCO, Arizona was established in the year 1907. This marked the beginning of the development of the town to support the mining activities in the area, particularly the copper mining operations. Over the years, SASCO grew to include various facilities and infrastructure to accommodate the needs of the residents and workers in the mining community. The smelter, which was an important part of the mining operations in the area, opened in the year 1910, and this marked the beginning of the smelting activities that supported the copper mining operations in SASCO. The SASCO post office was in service from October 1910 to February 1921. This corresponds to the years when the mining town was active and served the needs of the residents and workers in the area. During its peak, the town of SASCO had a population of around 600 to 800 residents. The Southern Arizona Smelting Company operations, including the smelter, employed approximately 1,000 workers during the busiest times of its operation. These workers were crucial for the mining and smelting activities that sustained the town and its economy. The railroad that connected the smelter at SASCO with the mines was an essential part of the mining operations in the area. It was known as the SASCO Railroad or the Southern Arizona Smelting Company Railroad. The railroad was a narrow gauge line, meaning the distance between the rails was narrower than the standard gauge. It was about 3 feet wide. The purpose of this railroad was to transport the copper ore from the mines to the smelter for processing. The railroad extended for about 11 miles, running from the mining areas near Silver Bell to the smelter in SASCO. Along the route, it passed through rugged desert terrain, including hills and valleys. The railroad played a crucial role in the efficiency of the mining operations. It allowed for the transportation of large quantities of copper ore from the mines to the smelter, where it could be processed and turned into usable copper. Today, visitors to the Ironwood Forest National Monument can still see remnants of the SASCO Railroad, such as old rail ties, tracks, and grading. These remnants serve as a reminder of the important role that transportation played in the mining history of the area. The demise of SASCO and its associated mining operations can be attributed to a combination of factors that affected many mining towns during that era. Some of the key factors that contributed to the decline and eventual abandonment of SASCO include depleted ore deposits, fluctuating copper prices, labor strikes and unrest, technological advances, environmental concerns, and dependence on a single industry. Over time, the high-grade copper ore deposits that were easily accessible began to be depleted. This meant that the mining operations had to dig deeper and extract lower-grade ore, which was less economically viable. The price of copper on the market is known as fluctuate, and during certain periods the price dropped significantly. This had a direct impact on the profitability of the mining operations in SASCO. Whoa, gotta pick your feet up around here. Like many mining towns, SASCO experienced labor strikes and unrest among the workers. These disruptions in production and operations further added to the economic challenges faced by the town and the mining company. As technology in mining and smelting advanced, larger and more efficient operations became more common. Smaller, less efficient operations, like those at SASCO, struggled to compete. As awareness of environmental impacts grew, mining operations were increasingly regulated. Compliance with environmental regulations added costs to operations, further impacting profitability. Here's an oddity. Simple life, big adventures.
Yes. I was just telling my bunch, there's Shalom on the roam. If I get left, she gets left.
That's right. Well, the leader of the pack said that I had time to come up here.
Did you see the little, it's just very short there, but it's very cool to go look at.
Oh, okay. SASCO was heavily dependent on the success of its mining operations. When the industry faced challenges, the entire town suffered. As these challenges mounted, the town of SASCO gradually declined. The post-World War I economic downturn also contributed to the difficulties faced by the mining operations. By the early 1930s, the mining activity in SASCO had significantly decreased, and the town began to be abandoned. The town of SASCO and its associated railroad were dismantled and abandoned in the early to mid-1930s. By this time, the mining operations had significantly declined, and the town had become largely deserted. The exact timeline of the dismantling of SASCO and its railroad infrastructure may vary, but it generally occurred during the early years of the Great Depression. The economic challenges faced by the mining company, combined with the declining copper prices and depleted ore deposits, led to the gradual abandonment of the town. This dismantling process involved the removal of structures, equipment, and infrastructure associated with the town and the railroad. Buildings were torn down or left to decay, and the railroad tracks were removed. Many of the materials from these dismantled structures were likely salvaged and repurposed elsewhere. Today, visitors to the Ironwood Forest National Monument can explore the remnants of SASCO, including the old concrete structures, foundations, and other traces of the town's past. What have we here? The abandoned railroad grade and remnants of the SASCO Railroad can also still be seen, providing a glimpse into the history of this once thriving mining community in the Arizona desert. Finding anything cool?
No, I don't think so. No gold veins.
Oh, darn. Lots of people leaving their target practice trash. Black stuff right over here. That's the slag from the smelting operations.
It's strange, I know, but I feel like you're here with me, like chasing ghosts. I know you're out there. There's a reason I can feel my heart stop beating, and the air gets tough just breathing. I'm alone, but I'm still feeling like someone's with me.
Today, SASCO stands as a ghost town, with its ruins serving as a reminder of its once thriving past as a mining community in the Arizona desert.
I'm alone, but I'm still feeling like someone's with me. It's strange, I know, but I feel like you're here with me. Like Jay.